Folks, I'm going to tell you 5 quick facts about black bull markets. Now, did you know, number 1, they're New Zealand FMA regulated. Number 2, did you know they have a copy trading service where you can either be a signal provider or copy signals? And number 3, did you know they've got over 26,000 tradable assets, including Forex, crypto, stocks, indices, and even more? And number 4, did you know they offer 500 to 1 leverage? And number 5, if you open up an account today and trade 1 lot a month, they're going to give you TradingView Pro for free. Check them out, Black Bull Markets.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing? It's Diego here from Bank Level Trading. I'm ready to do some analysis for the week. I know it's Saturday. It's not Saturday. It's Monday, and it's a bank holiday. So it's not the best time to trade, but it's a good time to prepare for the week. So without further ado, let's begin this live stream. So if you give me 1 sec, we can get cracking. How's everyone doing in the chats? Hello. Just going to wait for more members to join. We can get started. I'm going to be covering the DXY. Amazing. Yes, Anki Maloom. Glad you can make it, mate. Okay, just waiting for more members to join. In the meantime, just ask some questions and we can get the ball rolling. Any pairs you'd like me to cover, anything you're struggling with, what strategy you trade, what you need help with, why you are attending this live stream. That'll be really interesting to know. And then, yeah. So another minute or two and I'll start. I'm just waiting for more members to join. And I'm going to post this Trade the Nut link on the socials if you give me a sec. Yeah, agreed. Magic FX, definitely agreed. Yeah, Monday, when there's a bank holiday and it's a Monday, it's very rare to get a set up. But you never know. You never know. What's this now? Okay. What's on your watch list anyway? What's everyone expecting? Are you guys bullish on a dollar, bearish on a dollar for the week, for the start of the week, reversals that you guys are anticipating? And what news is there this week? Can somebody enlighten me with the news? Just to see what pairs we should be looking at. It'd be interesting to know. Pound news, bullish dollar. Interesting. What setup have you got for okay, so Mr. Uncle Maloom is bullish. Why are you bullish? What's the reason for being bullish? will allow us this DXY bearish overall. Okay, we got some members saying it's bearish, some members are saying it's bullish. Fed, oh, the Fed shit. Mr. Powell. Mr. Powell's going to be speaking. Interesting. That should be quite fun. Okie dokie. All right, let's do this. Let's get started. Okay, so we've got one person saying it's bullish, one person saying it's bearish. What am I personally expecting? I do not know. I haven't really been looking at the charts today, and this is why I'll be doing the live streams. So let me just quickly find out what is happening with today's live stream, and we can get the ball rolling. Okie dokie, where we at? Loud and clear. Okay, and then that's all good. Okay, cool. So, I mean, let me see what is happening. What has happened recently? Well, it looks like we do have some equal lows that are still intact, equal highs from above. From last week, I was in fact anticipating a long, right? So I got that one wrong. I already get it wrong. But like I said, if this were to drop, there was a backup plan for that. And the backup plan was that this could have been the potential reversal and potential second tap from this larger pattern, as you can see. So there's a massive bullish pattern pending, but it's looking quite bearish. For this to go long, potentially it could potentially go long. I mean, if it does sort of reverse from this point of interest, then yeah, we could expect a long. Actually, that's still definitely valid. And if it does go long from here, we can just update the pattern and update this trend line towards this point of interest. But for now, it's looking quite bearish. I'm quite 50-50. So I'm not really interested. I'll probably just trade Thursday, Friday, where price action is a lot clearer. So that's my current game plan at the moment. I mean, it has in fact dropped to the downside with a lot of momentum, and it's now recovering. So where is price likely to recover from? It will be most likely this particular imbalance over here. Oops, there we go. Yep, this particular imbalance is a nice little target, but no liquidity, as you can see. Obviously, America has a bank holiday. Don't know exactly what the bank holiday is, but it's a bank holiday, and this is why we are expecting low liquidity, right? But we do have a bit of compression. As you can see, a little bit of compression, and what follows compression, especially when the previous move was momentum, is this is likely going to drop in momentum again. So definitely short-term bearish on the dollar. And once we do get the short to the downside, make a new low, then I'll reevaluate in case it's a bullish pattern to take us long again. But for now, bearish would be the narrative for London Open, is what I'll be expecting. So yeah, still bearish on the dollar. To be fair, that's what I'm expecting. But this definitely has potential to rally depending on certain rules and schematics, but I can't go over in detail. I mean, we do have a bit of a potential boomerang playing out, as you can see. Right, potential boomerang, fake out, but it's breaking back inside, but it's breaking back inside very corrected. It's not with momentum, so definitely favoriting the shorts. S&P, it has in fact rallied to the upside. I was expecting a short from around this point of interest, went a little bit higher, but now it has completed the short. So it's done the boomerang, right? Our famous trademark pattern, right? 1, 2, and the boomerang back inside the pattern and a drop to the downside. So it's looking okay for a potential short. Let me just get something out quick. Take this out. Just put this over here. So it's looking okay. Uncle Maloom, pause on rate hikes to stabilize economy and strengthen dollar. Bullish strength, yeah, I can see bullish strength, but I think that's gonna take a while. Right, but it's still early. It's Monday. A lot of things can happen. This could literally reverse. It can drop. I'm not. For me, it's not clear. So I'm personally not going to be trading. There's no point trading when I'm not clear. I need to be really clear of a bias. I'm getting too many contradictions. You know, price action has potential to basically complete this setup here. Look, this, you know, 1, 2. It has the potential to come up here to complete this third tap. So this to me looks bullish, but at the same time, we're in this sort of large pattern reversing from here. This has potential to drop to the downside and be bearish. And we have a bullish boomerang to go long. Right, so we've got two bullish scenarios to go long, but we've got a larger pattern saying it's very likely gonna go short. So there's contradictions. So when there's contradictions, it means it just lowers the probability. So that's my personal thoughts on the dollar. I'm just gonna wait until there's just some clarity, to be fair. So I'm not gonna form a bias yet. I'm just gonna let price action develop just a little bit more, and then I'll have a more confident bias. In terms of US 30, looks like it's completed this little boomerang, this little third tap. This is done, and it went long as expected. Looks like it's also completed this boomerang here. Look, double boomerang. Interesting. So this has potential to drop, meaning dollar strength. So you see how you're combining all the puzzles and painting a narrative, right? In terms of correlation with the other markets and indices. Indices is looking quite bearish to me, right? So that's as one of them. S&P, extended boomerang, really massive extension of this double pattern. I'm gonna have to update this pattern if this is a potential second tap, but this is looking too wide. I'm gonna have to keep it here. Still early times as well. Still early times. I need some clarity, to be fair. I need some momentum and then catch a pullback. So indices are looking bearish. That's for S&P, US 30, the Nasdaq. Looks like it's completed. Yeah, the fifth. No, it hasn't really completed it. Well, kind of. You can see there, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth, as I anticipated last week with this current pattern. But it's, you know, bearish as well. So it's looking like bearish narrative for indices, meaning this bullish narrative definitely has potential, right? And it's not often you see bearish momentum and then it fully recovers. It does happen. It does actually happen. But, you know, we're going to have to just trade what we've seen or what we think. But in terms of scenarios, we've got a larger pattern indicating the dollar is going to drop to the downside. But we've got this bullish pattern and a boomerang of this pattern, right? So not clear, to be fair. Gold. Okay, so gold has rejected of this trend line. So we're expecting this to drop, meaning, again, dollar strength. So now everything, I'm leaning on to dollar strength now. So I went from bearish to bullish, right? So obviously if gold drops, DXY rallies, right? So this is why you need to use correlation with all the other indices, gold, and probably these pairs I'm going to cover now. Essentially, I was tipping over to the bearish scenario on the dollar. But in terms of correlation and these sort of two bullish patterns, now it's given more weight to a bullish bias, right? So that's what I'll be expecting. Aussie, massive compression. We've completed the boomerang as expected since last week, Wednesday. What did I say in the live streams? Expected a boomerang, and it has been completed. So that's actually done, right? Although I was expecting a boomerang, you know, I personally never traded. I just didn't have a clear setup. Euro. Okay, so this was Euro. What was I expecting on Euro? This was actually a missed trade for me. This was a 9R. That was a green box. And this was a trade I took last week. And to be fair, this is the only trade that I took last week. I just called it a day after that. Called it a week, you know. It was enough for me. 3.87, not the best. Normally, as a BLT trader, you should be averaging around 10R a week, if I'm honest. But yeah, I'm happy with 3.87R and have a new week this week with some more clarity. So yeah, in terms of where price is at, we are still within this larger pattern indicating we're likely to continue going up, right? But what did I just say about the dollar? Tipping it over to dollar strength, meaning euro should be dropping. Do we have any bearish scenarios? Yeah, it's more or less just retesting this major banker block. As you can see, look, there's broken structure here. What caused the break of structure? This massive break of structure was in fact engineered by this particular banker block here. I know it's rejecting of it pretty clean to be fair. Oh, that would have been a nice little green box. Could have held it had I even entered it. But yeah, no trade for me. That was a missed trade. I need to have enough time to journal it. So I'm gonna do that another time. But yeah, okay, good trade. What else is happening? So it's looking quite bearish, but we may get a pullback. Do have a bit of a bullish pattern. So that's looking it's looking okay. But notice how it's just a bullish pattern. There's no substance to it. It's just in the middle of no man's land, and there's a bullish pattern right after a massive bearish banker block. So the likelihood of this playing out, it's not the best of setups. So again, I'm going to be waiting for some more clarity. The markets for me today are just not really clear. So that's what I'll be expecting. Dollar yen, still expecting this to climb. But based on the momentum and the volatility, it's kind of struggling. You know, dollar yen is kind of struggling. I mean, look, the candles are getting really small now, very compressive, forming a bit of double tops. There's hardly any liquidity for this to continue going up. Perhaps wouldn't be surprised if it drops, grabs liquidity, and then it has the momentum to go up. At the moment, it's kind of struggling. But in terms of my bias, nothing has really changed. I'm still expecting this to climb and complete a third tap boomerang with the pattern. So that's dollar yen. Dollar CAD. Okay, no, nice. So dollar CAD has gone to my point of interest and it's reacted of it. Am I in it? No, because I'm not trading. But okay, so it's actually gone there. So well done for those of you who held the short or took the long, because this trade is basically complete. This is, yeah, it's done now. I mean, we had this bullish setup, which is obviously complete now. It's a nice little boomerang of this particular setup. Right, again, 1, 2, and it's done a stop hunt. And it's slightly going to climb up. Once this resistance breaks, then this would be a nice little magnet for price to come up here. So the end's looking okay. Apart from that, let's go to the H1. Ah, look at this. This looks interesting, doesn't it? Yeah, looks interesting, and a bit of a nice little imbalance for a target for a long. So it is looking pretty decent for a long to be fair. I'm pretty sure there's quite a lot. Yeah, there's definitely some setups here, to be fair. But I'm personally not going to be trading. There's actually a London trade here. Yeah, there's actually a valid setup. A trade here. Not sure if some of you BOT traders can spot it, but this was a pretty decent trade. It's the kind of trade that we should be in this one. I decided not to trade, but I'm actually not in it. All right, it's a nice little right shoulder entry. So that's a potential good trade. So B123 actually, yeah, nice little B123. So you guys should be in it. You BOT traders, you should be in this trade. This is a textbook B123. I'm surprised nobody has posted along. So yeah, that's dollar CAD. Expecting this to continue to go up and really just make new highs. But at least at the bare minimum, grab the liquidity of these equal highs right here. That will be the first point of attack. That little equal highs. And then if it does drop, we do have plan B, which is a potential liquidity grab of this point of interest. But definitely expecting some longs on dollar CAD. And hello, Fazil. How you doing, mate? Fazil Rashid. Nice. Cool name. And yeah, that's it really. There's some bullish strength, and it looks like this setup's pending. Might be a short-lived dollar strength scenario happening right now. It's a short-term long. Then I'll be careful for potential shorts, specifically from around these. This sort of imbalance is a good target. There we go. That's a nice little target. If you're long already, if you're long on any dollar pair, then this would be a good point of interest to be banking some profits if you're currently long on a dollar pair. Bullish on dollar. Okay, cool. And Prasad, how you doing, mate? Prasad Safi. Nice to meet you. Okay, that's it. What pairs would you like me to cover? Because I only trade 4 pairs. It honestly takes me 5 minutes or even less, 3 minutes to do my personal analysis. But since it's a live stream, then I kind of have to take a little bit more time so you guys could absorb and acknowledge the technicals, the step-by-step in some detail. Otherwise, these live streams will be really, really quick. So just to make it more fun and, in case, instead of sort of wrapping things up on a 20-minute mark, let's make the rest educational. Ask me any questions. If you want me to cover any topics, or you want me to cover a currency pair, it's a good time, right? Uncle Maloom, you must definitely wait. Hold on. What are the 4 pairs you prefer to trade? You must be new, Uncle Maloom, because I always cover these 4 pairs in particular, right? FX pairs: Aussie, Euro USD, dollar yen, and dollar CAD. Those are my 4 pairs that I trade. Hugo, I've already done gold, so you missed out on that one. Gold was very simple. It's just completing a pattern. No worries. And hey, Davi Rodriguez, amazing. Glad you can make it, mate. It's one of the new 1-to-1 traders. So watch out for Davi Rodriguez. Give him a couple of weeks, couple of months. He'll be a fun trader. Kristen, gold analysis, please. Again, you guys have missed the gold analysis, but I'll cover it briefly. Nothing. It's not clear for me. We're part of this pattern. So if you're looking for a trade, look for longs here based on this larger H4 pattern. That's my game plan on gold. David Rodriguez, Aussie CAD H1. Sure, Aussie CAD. Okay, I don't have Aussie CAD. Okay, can you go for CAD Swiss? I'm going to do it in order. Obviously, there's like 60 of you watching. I'm not going to cover 60 pairs. It's impossible. So one at a time, guys. Okay, AUD CAD for Mr. Davi. AUD CAD. So, Purabim Badabush. Okay, so Davi, I'll do this for now, but since you're a 1-to-1 trader, my advice is to remove Aussie CAD from your watch list and just focus on these 4 pairs: Euro, Aussie, dollar yen, and dollar CAD. And the reason for that is because I've backtested every single Aussie pair, and the best one, the easiest one, is Aussie, right? So that's why I only trade Aussie. And it's the same with Euro pairs: Euro pound, Euro Swiss, Euro CAD. Euro pound is actually okay to trade, but Euro USD is still just a lot. It's the easiest one, right? So that's the only Euro pair that I've traded. With dollar pairs, I've backtested every single currency pair in the dollar market, and dollar yen and dollar CAD have similar stats, so I trade only them. Swiss pairs and Kiwi pairs and other yen pairs or CAD pairs, especially pound pairs, I don't trade them because I've backtested them and they don't have the best of data, right? Price action is a little bit messy. The boomerangs are too extended. It does too many break even. It's just a mess and it's really hard. You can smash it and be profitable, but it's a headache, right? Whereas these 4 pairs in particular, I've backtested 2 years of data on every single 33 currency pairs, and these are the 4 that provide the best stats in terms of just clear price action, clear patterns, consistency, and it's really, really simple. So, Davi, just trust me on this one. Remove Aussie CAD from your watch list. But I'll break it down for you, though. Not a problem. Can you share your history and profitability in FX? Yeah, I can briefly. Okay, so this boomerang has actually been complete. Aussie CAD. I mean, this is quite desperate. 1, 2, and then got a boomerang and it went long. So that's quite cool. Right, that was Jan to June. This is, oh my days. This is why I do not trade Aussie CAD. I know it's in New Zealand. There's a valid large bullish boomerang, and it started in January 2023, and the entry came in June. Like, why wait so long for a H1 setup or H4? You know. Whereas Euro, there's trades every single week. Why wait a couple of months? Trust me, there's a reason why I only trade these 4 pairs. There's a reason. It's not by chance and it's not random. It's not by coincidence. There's a reason, right? But anyway, this is done now. So we're going to have to update this pattern accordingly. And I think this is the only update that was needed, to be fair. Daniel D, what time frame do you work in? I use all the time frames, but I mainly use the M50 and H1 for the main patterns and the M1 for the actual entry. So yeah, that's normally what I do. So in terms of price action now, what do we have here? Looks like we have, yeah, a bit of a boomerang that has been completed. So the short's done, to be fair. And at the moment, notice how it hasn't broken the trend line, right? It's struggling to break this trend line. So that's a warning signal. It's unlikely for price to just drop a momentum. So 2 things could happen. It's probably going to grab some liquidity around here or around here before having the volume to completely go short and complete the larger pattern, because it's really struggling at the trend line, right? So that's what I'll be expecting on Aussie CAD. Now, in terms of, I mean, for me to be wrong, I always have a scenario. Okay, what if I'm wrong? What could happen? And if I'm wrong, that means this has to completely shoot up. Can that happen? Is it probable? Is there any probabilities for that happening? Well, of course, right? So if we were to update this, notice how it completely just changed the narrative. Now it's looking very bullish to come up here, right? Especially because of the current bullish pattern that we've got here. You see how important updating your patterns in real time can have an influence in the direction of your bias, right? So this is a textbook boomerang. So look again, boomerang 1, 2, and the boomerang. So this is now looking to go long, just because I updated the pattern. So yeah, I'll be expecting this to basically go long. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah, potential long. And then targets will be up here for potential shorts. And then we can look for a point of interest. And look at this. And yeah, look, nice little imbalance. Kind of there, right spot on. So let me just add it on here. Like this. And there we go. Nice point of interest. Yeah, that's a nice little point of interest. So this is looking like a good long, to be fair. Good little long. Yeah, it's looking nice and bullish for now. And yeah, okay, I've changed my bias from it being short because I updated the pattern, so now I'm expecting it to go long. And if this drops and I'm wrong again, then we simply have to wait for this sort of support here to break with momentum. We need strong momentum, and then we can catch a pullback with a pattern, and then with a boomerang, and then we can look for shorts, right? So that's what we should be doing. That's Aussie CAD. So a boomerang is a stop hunt on trend line followed by an aggressive reversal. Not necessarily, but it is a stop hunt of a pattern. So yeah, of just a pattern. Cody Pickering. Could you share your history and profitability in FX? Okay. Been trading for a decade, just over a decade, more or less. 2013, 2014. Can't remember which one. Done a course, got scammed, paid £1,000, last grand to my name after I finished university. Long story short, in and out of jobs, broke, and blah, blah, blah. Trying to build a track record, and I did eventually after a ton of backtesting, losing investor capital as well in the beginning many times. What else happened? Just trying to fast forward it as much as I can. Built a track record with just a tiny account, like just a small account. And with that track record, it was, 2 years worth. It was 2 years, over 250%, 2-year track record. And it kind of just opened doors for me because it showed discipline, risk management, longevity, and it just opened doors. You know, I managed to get a job in a trading floor in Liquid Rock. You can actually Google them. I think they're in Mayfair now. I was at Surrey back in the day. What else was it? And then since then, I just built contacts. Then I had another trading floor hedge fund startup in Mayfair. And this is like 6-7 years in the game, still not making profit until I landed these trading floors where I found a mentor. That's when I started being profitable. Doing it myself, I saw the light, I saw the carrot, kept on grabbing it, ate a bit, and it tasted nasty. Had to try another one. You have to just keep on going, right? It's part of life, it's part of trading. You're gonna go through lots of hurdles. I was doing the break-even dance probably by my 4th or 5th year. It took me 4 to 5 years let's say it took me 3 to 4 years to do the break-even dance. The break-even dance is when you're making profit, but you're losing it. Your equity cover is not really going up, but it kind of is, and you're struggling. That took me 3-4 years just to get to that level, right? And then eventually, when I did build a 2-year track record, I was profitable, but it was dead. It was like profitable, making 2 hour trade, sometimes 1.5, and just bits and bobs. It wasn't really attractive. But back then, there wasn't really such things as 4, 5, 6, 7 hour traders. So 2 hour was quite a decent standard. And there was no prop firm, so it was really hard for me to crack the industry and join these trading floors, managing 6-figure capitals for investors in the trading floor with multiple traders and whatnot, in person, in the office. So there's no COVID. Like, you're actually in there bantering in the office, waiting for the setups and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, long story short, when I ended up getting a mentor at the time, that's when I started seeing some progress, and I became consistently profitable, gradually, and just improving. And then since then, ended up being at CTI thanks to my cousin. He came here after the trading floor that we used to work at. He smashed the challenge in like 2 weeks using the strategies that our mentor taught us, and then managed to get a job here as a portfolio manager, and I've just been building the strategy and then mentoring traders at the CTI community. So that's more or less my background. And the last 2 years, the strategy that I've been refining and improving is improved a lot. Now, it's just improved to the point where it's a lot better than BOT1, put it that way. So that's my kind of history. Did I miss anything? History and profitability in FX. So it took around 6-7 years to actually sort of become consistent. It took a very long time. Definitely not sunshines and rainbows. And I'm not even giving you guys like the full story. Like, you guys wouldn't believe what happened, man. A lot of unnecessary stuff, you know. Like, literally just crazy stuff. Having to move to Sweden to my wife's parents' house because I never had the money, and did I blow the account? No, I left the trading floor that I was at with no capital to my name. And I spent like 14 hours to 16 hours a day backtesting, refining the strategy. Before BOT was created, I was still refining and figuring out, okay, the strategy, there's something about it that's missing. What's missing? And it just kept on improving. And then and then eventually I got funded with FTMO. This is, well, I'm not sure if I can say that, but you know what I mean. This was before CTI, so I can. So yeah, I got funded with a prop firm before CTI, and that kind of helped pay for rent and bills. And then eventually, had a pretty decent apartment. I'm giving you guys 20% of the story, right? Just know that wherever you're at, everyone's in different stages of their career, whether you're in level 1 or level 2 or level 20. There's always someone doing better than you, always someone doing worse than you. You shouldn't really give a crap about what people are doing or their journey, but it's good to know where people are at as motivation, and just to see, oh, right, you can really do it if you've just got resilience, if you've got patience, and if you've got the mindset and belief that you can do it, then you can do it, right? But the last thing you should do is be 1 year in the game, 2 year in the game, see somebody that's making it, and you're like, oh, I want it now, I can't wait. And that's the wrong mindset. You're in the hamster wheel. So you just go round and round and round, and you're just self-sabotaging yourself, and it affects your trading. Don't do that. Just work on yourself, forget about everyone, and just put the work in. Right? If you can squeeze in as much as you can, do it. Right? I cut off friends, I cut off my social life, sacrificed even having jobs just so I can spend time backtesting, like double figure day backtesting, like 10 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours, have a job for a few weeks, and then still backtest when I get home when it's night. And then I'll stop working here because I get bored and I just get fed up. This is one of those things. I can rant on, so let me stop. Diego, based on the EU chart, there's an imbalance, and prior you can see an upward trend line. Do you see it going down to the liquidity, or where the imbalance happen, and from there take a long buy? Okay. H4 imbalance. Okay. So this one, cool, bang on. So imbalance / liquidity or multi-liquidatable. If you're using both 50% and the banker block. So yeah, that was a nice point of interest. So that's done. Cool. And you can see an upward trend line. Can't see any up. Oh, that one. Not sure if we have the same one. Can I see it going there up here? No, I don't know. Maybe. This is too long term for me. Like there's a trend line there. Okay, yes, I can see it going there. Right, but I wouldn't. Yeah, you can. I mean, if we're basing it off this larger long-term daily pattern. Eventually, it will go there. Yeah, if that's what you mean. Or did I read it wrong? Or do you mean for it to drop? Hold on, let me double check this. Do you see it going down to the liquidity, or whether the imbalance happen up? I need to read this question a few times because it's quite hard to read a technical question and then look at what's actually happening. Hold on, let's start again. Okay, upward trend line. So eventually it has potential to go there, right? But if this completely drops, then it might just do something like this and form a new pattern and then drop, and it doesn't. This is quite too far away for me to sort of tell you if I can see that happening or not. It's still quite early. I would focus mainly on the price action. I mean, this is me personally. I would focus on the price action here. That's what's most relevant, right? This sort of pattern here, you can see that, look, 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm interested in, right? This is going to take probably weeks to get there. I wouldn't be bothered. I wouldn't be looking at that. I'll be looking at the current pattern, which would basically be this one here, look. See that pattern here? That's what I'm interested in. This might happen in a few weeks or months. It's got kind of nothing to do with the current price action. That's the way I'll sort of view it. Already imbalance happened from that took a day long. Yeah. So that's I mean, really, I can see this happening, dropping and then rallying. That's what I can see on Euro. Yep, David, definitely on the right path, 100%. All good, Mr. Uncle. Everyone's got different journeys. Some might have it harder than others. Some might have it easier, right? Somebody might just start trading tomorrow, start the BOT, and within a year, or if they do mentoring within 6 months, boom, they're profitable. They don't have to go through the struggle. Other traders might be doing it for a long time before they get profit. Everyone's got different journeys, you know, all the time. Okay, any other questions? Okay, look, I've got something here in the meantime. Can you go for CAD Swiss? CAD Swiss. CAD Swiss. CAD Swiss. CAD Swiss. CAD Swiss. It's very old. Okay, this is looking quite bullish, to be fair. Yeah, it's looking quite bullish. Very textbook sort of nice little banker block there. But it's inside of the pattern, so that's low probability. So I'm going to remove this point of interest and look at the banker block above. This would be a nice little target. Info is very small, cannot see anything. Okay, zoom in if it's too small. The strategies is used on the trading floors. How similar are they to how you trade? That's a really good question. They are okay. So the first trading floor I was at, it was completely. Actually, hold on. They were very completely different. I was not trading smart money concepts. I wasn't trading that. The first trading floor, I was trading patterns, like all sorts of patterns at Fibonacci levels, right? So I was mainly trading just, I don't know if I could give you an example, but my old strategy, you guys can have this on the house, was basically something like this. Basically, just trading a pattern, just a wedge or a head and shoulder or a channel or whatever pattern you can, or even a double top, head and shoulder. Basically a pattern, all the patterns you can think of at a Fibonacci level based off the H4 above the 61. So one of these areas. So if I see like a channel up here somewhere, because I knew there was always a stop on anyway, even back then a channel or a wedge or a head and shoulder or a double top. And back then I was trading double tops normally, as in just a double top like this, and then look for shorts. So yeah, you know what happened to me probably many times, stop hunts. But normally the double top will play out because it's a Fibonacci H4 setup, and it'll drop, I'll make profit, and I'll come out, and then eventually it'll come out and take me out anyway, or we'll just take it at the equal highs. It's basically that, just patterns at Fibonacci levels. And that's it, really. Very basic, simple stuff. But then it had to be in confluence with like a support of resistance zone, right? So if there was a zone here in confluence with like the 78, and then I have like a head and shoulder here somewhere, I'll take it. And then when I do take it, well, the way I was trading head and shoulders back then, it was a little bit different. It was like this, just a traditional way. Break, retest of the net line, and I'll hold it to the extension, wherever that is. And then stop loss, you know, probably, let's say the Fibonacci was here, above the high of the, how does it? Boom, boom. I probably got this wrong, but anyway. And then something like this. But the risk wasn't even this good. It was worse. Probably, I don't know, something like that. That was my old strategy. So very retail, very basic. And with moving averages, can you believe it? Moving averages, crazy. And then And then when I went to the second trading floor, I basically deleted everything. My mentor told me to just trade channels, just parallel channels at the third tap. Just trade this and you'll be fine. That was it. And then once I got trained to identify channels, it took me weeks just to identify correct channels with correct rules. Then we got introduced to, just liquidity, how liquidity is portrayed on the charts, right, with the volume and the levels and whatnot at the third tap. And that was still a pretty decent trade. And eventually it just developed into the boomerang, into a wedge. It's just been developing since then. Forex pick, let's go. Yep. Cool. Any other questions, guys? No? Okay, cool. All right, so we can wrap things up. I need to start preparing anyway. Okay, pound yen. Let's do pound yen real quick. Look at that. You see why I don't trade pound yen. Actually, that was a potential little trade there. But that's done now. Yeah, potential boomerang here currently. And then basically look for some momentum back inside, break a structure somewhere, catch the retest, and this could be a potential good little short. So bearish little boomerang or massive boomerang on pound yen weekly. Yeah, that looks okay for a trade. All good, Uncle Maloom. Just keep the questions coming and any information. Yeah, I'm sure you appreciate it. Depends on the questions you ask it's going to determine what sort of feedback and answers you can get, and it might help you in your journey, to be fair. So questions are definitely key. Last question on the day, guys. Let me know. In the meantime, type in a 1 if you're not part of the City Traders Imperium Discord. Type in a 1. And type in a 2 if you're interested in the bank level trading strategy. And type a 3 if you're interested in mentoring. And type in a 0 if you don't give a damn and you're just here for the live streams. I honestly don't care. Honestly, guys, it's up to you guys. Okay, Uncle Maloom. 1. Okay, you're not part of the CTI live streams. Okay. All right, so with the CTI Discord, I will definitely recommend it, mainly because I do extra live streams throughout the week. And there's a bunch of strategies and there's a big community of 12,000 traders with the same mindset, same goal. So I'm going to post a link to the City Traders Imperium live Discord. So let me share that link, invite people. So just copy paste it. Okay, and there's a couple of you, that's cool. So that's a link to the Discord. Okay. Okay, a couple of people. Number 2, so you want to get involved with the bank level trading strategy. It's not a problem. So then what I can do is I can send you a link for more information on bank level trading, which is this particular link. Where is it now? Okay, so this is the link to bank level trader, and this is level 1. This is just bank level trading. This is the basic technicals I'm showing you. Bank level trading accelerated, that's more advanced. That course got released recently, so you can have more information on that, you know. And if you guys join the Discord community, if you want a discount on the strategy, on the course content, a discount on either BOT1 or a discount on BOT accelerated, but you have to purchase it in a bundle or be an existing BOT trader, I can give you a 50% discount. And this is not going to last too long. It will only last until the end of the month. So join the Discord community and message me privately for that discount. In terms of okay, so I think that's it. And if you want mentoring, just shoot me a DM and I can point you in the right direction. Amazing, Uncle Billy. Yes, definitely join the Discord. So it will be fun to have you on board. Cool, and I'll send you guys the link. Once you are part of the Discord, right, once you do join the Discord, then yeah, just, you know, ask whatever you need to ask. There's also this live streams on the actual Discord as well on Wednesdays. So like a midweek review for the week. Where is it now? This Discord is quite big, so hold on. Live streams. Just join the Discord community, and all the information is there, right? If you just go on Trading Floor and just type in live streams, you'll find the information. So that's it. That's cool. All right, cool. Let's wrap things up. Got to go. All right, everyone, have a good day, and yeah, basically just have a great day. I'll see you during the week, and don't forget to join the newsletter as well. When you check out the website, you know, there's always a decent little offer there and some gems in the newsletter. Daniel D. Number 3. What was number 3? Yeah, just join Discord first, Daniel, if you want more information on one-to-one mentoring, and I'll point you in the right direction. So, but you need to join the Discord community first before you can DM me. Right? I don't think I'm accepting. I should be accepting friend request. But once you join, you'll see me on Discord. And this is my Discord ID for those of you that want more info on that. If you want a discount, I can post it. Unless you guys want the direct link to the discount on BOT, then let me know. If not, you can just DM me and I can provide more information. It'll be best for more information so I can give you guys some clarity, you know? That's my Discord ID. All right, amazing. Guys, good to go. Have a good day. Bye-bye.